and involving others. So that is why I think Trees for Life is very effective. I think planting 90,000 trees in the last 12 months is a good achievement. However, it's below what we had targeted, because we had targeted 25 million trees in 5 years. So we did a very small percentage. But we believe once the attitude catches on, it doesn't have to be only Trees for Life planting the 25 million trees. It has to be Trees for Life, it has to be the police, it has to be Lions Club, it has to be everyone in their own capacity. You go home, plant your trees. The rains are good. Plant 2 trees, plant 5, plant 10. I always joke that I'm planting my forest. When I die, you come and bury me in my forest. I don't want to be in the heat. So it is an attitude of restoration, an attitude of doing something. And the simple thing is planting. We had an experience in Mora when we are working with communities, and one of the things which kept on coming up is that we are willing to plant the trees, but we do not have what? The seedlings. If we can access the seedlings, we can plant them. And indeed, when those people, those communities access the seedlings, they not only planted them, but grew the trees. So I think that is why we're effective. Eneo aswa kusema na kufanya.
So I would like to add on to that. Trees for Life has a tree nursery that was donated by Professor Guang and the Research Foundation, and we are going to effectively use it to raise seedlings that we shall be giving to the communities with the help of NFA. So for you out there that needs tree seedlings, reach out to us. Very soon we shall be able to produce the tree seedlings. However, we also have 10,000 tree seedlings that Roofings Uganda has offered, and we shall be bringing them still courtesy of Jenna Herbals Limited, the Professor of Guang Eneu Research Foundation. So one last word to the people that are viewing and the people that are listening in before we can close the dialogue, because we have to clean the city. I see the weather has even come down for us. I'll start with my neighbor.
Thank you very much. I've loved the dialogue. Though it has been, environment is wide, I think you should maybe organize a full day talking over environment, not having just minutes. Because I'm so sure if given chance to everyone in the house has something to talk about our environment. One, you can't fail to talk because you live in the environment. These things we are talking about, you see them happen. You see trees being cut, you see all our animals disappearing from the region because they don't have where to live. You have cut their habitats, they have nowhere to go. All the trees, there are some trees that are no longer there. So if they gave you a chance to talk about it, you would. I take this opportunity to this moment thank Miss Tourism Teso for giving us the opportunity to be here, and I urge to everyone in this house, please have love for the environment. Because I'm sure if you have love for environment, you will not see things go wrong and you just look on. If something is not going right and you say, I'm not concerned, reach out to us. You can go to NFA, National Forest Authority. You can go to the District Environment Office. There are very many, and there are these other organizations that are so much into environment. You just suggest and say, I see this thing is going wrong. Let us take responsibility of everything to do with our environment. Thank you very much.
Mr. Geona, nilikuwa hiyo mjamaa mwenye alikuwa anasema lakini kufanya kuna since 2019 until this year, from March up to now, I can testify that my hands have been involved in the planting of about 9,000 trees in Teso. How? With partnership, not me by myself, But I also have 3,000 here, we take Muria. There's also 2,000 here, we join we joined you, we joined Jenna during the run. I was with you. You know, partnerships is the way to go. If you can't do it alone, you can plant trees in partnerships, partnering with others. My last word to Miss Tourism Teso. If you paid attention to the speech the State of Nation address yesterday, you realize that tourism in Uganda employs about 1.55 million Ugandans directly. Tourism in Uganda contributes to about 6.7% to our GDP. And then tourism in Uganda invites about, how many? Let me check. Is it about 473,000 people come to this country? But how many of them come to Teso? Okay, let's look at this way. When you talk about the tourism sites and the national parks in Uganda, what comes to your mind? Kidepo, Mashon Falls, Queen Elizabeth Bay, but where is Nyero Paintings? Where is Morinera in Amuria, in Orumo? Where is Bella Rocks, where we used to perform our rituals for rainmaking? Where is, including this part where, Balaga, where they buried people who were massacred by the LRA, that's also another tourism site. So, Miss Tourism Teso, you have a big role to play. I was happy when I heard you say you need applicants to have at least an A level or level of education, because at the end of the day, it's not about beauty. It's not about me coming here to admire a girl or a girl coming here to admire Mr. Tourism. No. It is about putting Teso to the map. It is about the economy. Out of these 400,000+ people who come to Uganda, our target is how many of them should come and find out what is the Teso. Rotary Lions Club, you have to join this. How many of them should come to Teso to find out about the origin of Jenna Herbals? Because Jenna Herbals, I'm told at a certain point, was given security because those superpower nations, maybe this might be off record, I don't know. Those superpower people who were in charge of this whole fracas of Adekana Babangina. We're looking at who is this guy coming up with a funny medicine, herbals from Uganda. You see, people are coming to do research. People come from India to do research. At a certain point, my sister was an ambassador in India. I was receiving guests from Entebbe Airport. Indians. What do they come to look for? Equinine. They put in a test on it. That is what they come and they take to India. NFA is doing a tree plant, this species called Indian teak. We need to do research. Why is Indian teak very important in India? I was at NFA in Bali when I went to request for trees. I was told of a story how Indians came and took trees, the Indian teak trees, including Indian teak trees. They put in the containers and took to India. And they bought each at about $1 million+ shillings. So these are the things we're supposed to do. This tourism Teso is not about beauty, it's not about us coming to Soft River and getting good food, going to the boot camp and eating good food from professor. It is bigger than what we see. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Noah. Thank you everyone who has been listening. So my final remarks. First and foremost, I would like to thank Mr. Teso. I always do this every opportunity I get. For most of the opportunities I've gone for all the international travels, all the times that I've been able. Right now, I'm a moderator for East African events. I MC East African events on climate change, on media, on African storytelling. It's because of Mr. Teso. In 2019, I was given an opportunity, but I think my life-changing moment was the way we're able to be involved with communities. I'm very happy that today we've been able to have a media launch, except I would be happier if you had invited head teachers and religious leaders and local council. I've seen, I don't know if, police is representing, Lions Club is representing, but people from the district, because last year, together with Trees for Life, we're able to go to Kabaramaido district. Thank you so much for the trees, Professor. We're able to go to the district, sit down with widows, and be able to distribute these trees for them. Kabaramaido would have never gotten such an opportunity if I had never participated in this pageant. The world would know a few people from Kabaramaido, and because we're the smallest tribe, but because I'm from Kabaramaido, I'm able to go to international platforms, travel the world because of this tourism. My whole journey to everything that I am right now is because of this tourism, Teso. So I would urge all the leaders from the police, from the Lions Club to support young girls who have dreams like me. So next time I really urge, first before I close, that you involve teachers, head teachers and religious leaders, because these people have more influence than you do. These are the people that speak to thousands of people in churches. People in church listen to them more than if you went and spoke to a Christian in the community. Children listen to their teachers more than they listen to their parents. So the thing for me would be, children are agents of change. If you feel that your neighbor cannot learn, teach your younger brother, teach your younger sister. When your sister sees you putting plastic in a separate bin and organic food from a separate bin, fathers here, if your child sees you putting a dustbin here, a plastic bottle here, or you come and plant a tree at home, today I would expect a Funday maybe to take 10 trees to people in your office. And you're like, each family should plant a tree. This will first of all inspire the people with whom you work. They'll say, oh, this is a different leader. That's what I'd want to say, because I believe change starts with you. But also when your children, because children do a lot of what their mothers do. Mothers are involved in tree planting. Whenever I talk about tree planting in communities, it is the women running for the trees. You don't see men, yet they are the beneficiaries of this. They're the same people that go and cut the trees that have been planted by these women. I'm not being a feminist, I'm sorry. I'm not. So I'll just urge, what I'm urging is, men of Teso, let's get involved in the daily lives of our children. When your child sees you doing this, however, they'll tell their friends at school stories about how their father planted a mango. The friend will go home and tell them, and the parents will also. So children are agents of change. So it would be nice to have 3 children from different schools come here and listen. We'll demonstrate to them, oh, you can use this plastic bottle, you can trash it. When they go to school, even if they don't tell their friends, but their friends see them, they'll be cognizant of, oh, so we put the plastic bottles here and the food here. So that's just the way we shall go. For those that have televisions, I would implore you to teach your children using cartoons. Put for them cartoons that train. Right now, most of the cartoons that are there, they teach children to try. They teach them songs. They teach them. Children recite things repeatedly. They will be able to know these things much as you tell them and they see. I think for the partnerships also, we really thank all the people from Lions Club, police. We're very grateful you've sat up to this time. You're very busy people. Equity Bank, thank you so much. But I would urge you, before you leave here, in your pledge to support with your human and non-human resources, please speak to Sheila. Let her give you 10 trees each. You take back to your offices and give those people. That is the way you're going to change the lives of your families. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcella.
Yeah, I think Marcella deserves a bigger hand clap than that. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening. We are utmost grateful. My capacity as a team member at Trees for Life and also the stories in Teso, we do not take this for granted. For you to come and sit with us, be with us, and walk the journey. We are very, very grateful. So I want to thank you immensely. My closing message is, be the change you want to see in the world. Go and do something. Kusema na kufanya. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to ask I would like to take this opportunity to give chance to the audience to pose at least 2 questions, at most 2 questions to the panel. So if you have a question.
Because I've read something good inside it. I'm not going to ask the question, but I wanted to first of all thank the panelists who have given the best lecture as far as environmental conservation is concerned. I want to thank Ms. Tourism for this initiative, and I want to encourage you to continue with this kind of dialogue. I think the next dialogue should be bigger than this, and we should be able to invite different stakeholders so that they can be part of this. And I want to assure you, you will get them. We shall get a bigger number, and this space will be small for all of us. I wanted to add like 3 things that will help us secure or restore our environment. Number 1, and that's why I was saying that we need to have the policy makers, like members of parliament, because they can help us in the policy formulation. I'm happy NFA is represented, forestry is here, but I would recommend that can we have rewards on people that have planted trees, but we reward those that have trees maybe which have matured like 5 years. If you can have those rewards, and people will be encouraged to protect these trees because they know maybe after 5 years somebody can come from somewhere to reward us. And you can ask the banks, you can partner through the banks that can we have a budget allocated in the bank that caters for these rewards. Maybe Teso region, Equity Bank can come and say, we are allocating 3 million shillings or 5 million shillings to reward 100 families that have protected trees up to the age of 5 years. And our people will get engaged in this kind of activity. The same applies to forestry. You can still do the same in your budget. You allocate a certain percentage. Not only percentage for seedlings and all, but have that percentage where you reward the best, those that have planted our trees. And our people will get engaged in this. You talk about waste management. I think there's one thing that we have not talked about, which is a very big factor affecting our environment, and that is e-waste. E-waste, how we have our phones, our computers, our microphones, is a very big danger. I think you need to involve so many stakeholders so that we see how e-waste, because these phones emit very dangerous things into the environment. So our activists take note of that point. And then there is a policy on charcoal. Last time I raised this to one of the members of parliament, but I don't know whether they still raise it in the floor of parliament. That made us to hate the police for nothing. Because they'll tell you that, police, can you stop those people who are carrying charcoal? And yet you know that in this country, everybody uses charcoal. Now if the police arrests charcoal burners, and charcoal is going to Kampala, is going to Banana, is coming to Soroti, have we provided alternatives? And that's why I gave a recommendation to one of our members of parliament, but we can still do this together if we join as a team. Can we do research, like in the cities? If I could get rid of charcoal burning, can I identify research and I come to Brenda, I ask Brenda, how much money do you spend on charcoal every month? And that's why we need involved women. Now Brenda will tell you that I spend 200,000 every month on charcoal. And then now women will say, okay, this is an alternative where we can make money as a company. They will now tell Brenda that, Brenda, we want to make for you a meter, instead of spending 200,000, But I'm going to give you a meter that consumes for the whole month. You spend 150. You can save 50,000 and then pay 150 to us. You put around that thing in town. I bet you very many people will leave charcoal and they will come and use electricity because they know electricity has become a bit cheaper, but also it makes you to be clean in your home. So these are things that I want us to engage in because we have different forests. And then there is procurement. I'm happy we're beginning to involve all the stakeholders in this town. We have people who plan this town, who approve plans. We have the engineers, we have the contractors, we have the planners. We need to get them on board. I have visited many countries. When a road is being constructed, they will ask the person who has constructed the road that please, before we hand over this road to government, we want you to have planted the trees. I was in Nairobi. There is a line that moves in the middle. Then there is one on the other side. And the other one, 3 lines of trees. Would be having them coming from, for example, from Morocco. Would be having one line in the middle that divides the road. And then the other 3. And it comes up to Soroti City. The same thing applies to us here. You would have on both sides, even in the middle. And you would have a green city. You would have a green city. But also, we would also ask the people, like when they are constructing a house, we would also have a provision where they are planted trees, natural trees that grow up. Like about 3 or 4 of them should be in the compound. Unfortunately, our people, when they are building, they destroy the trees completely. And we live in a bare house, a bare compound. So we must capture these initiatives. We must capture them. And then, I would also recommend, my sister talked about it, I think we've got a mentality of looking at the short-term benefits. We have deviated from what our fathers used to think. And that's why, like for us in my village, I have trees, like especially mango trees, that were planted 40 years back. And they're doing well. People eat them. But these days, if you move to different villages, people have abandoned those old trees. They now want to get the short-term benefits. Can we now, as tourism and forestry, can we change the mindset and begin maybe from schools? We're thinking of beginning it this year as Lions. But I want to partner with you together with Doctor. Can we plant the traditional trees in schools? I think that one would help us. Even when I talk about the orchards that we want to set, we can have a traditional orange tree. Let it be in the school. Then we also have a traditional mango tree. Even if they take like 30 years to mature, that is okay. It's for the benefit of our generation. Then now those ones, the short-term benefits, we give them these improved ones. But the other ones, originals, let's plant them in schools. Let's plant them in churches. It will help us. Thank you so much. Those are the few comments that I wanted to give. Thank you.
Thank you very much once again. I want to first start by thanking Miss Tourism, Teso, for organizing such a very wonderful event and giving us the opportunity to engage. One is a comment, but one is going to be a question to NFA. The first comment that I have is more on engagement, more especially in waste management. Our activities, I think we need to do more work in terms of engaging, more especially in the area of law enforcing. Starting with Soroti. As she was speaking, she said Soroti is full of kavera. Everywhere you go, people are dumping things like anyhow. Recently, we had to do a lot of work just behind our area where the bank is located. We had to do some work, but there was a lot of waste happening in there. So I think we need to do more advocacy, more involvement, more engagement, more especially with law enforcing. Recently, there's been an announcement through the town clerk's office that waste management has been now given privatized. It's been given to private institutions to manage. But even with that, how many more people can be able to afford? How many more people are even aware that this is happening? Okay? So I think we really need to do a lot of work more in engaging and ensuring that we manage the waste, more especially here in the city. The other, which will come in form of the question, is in line with, I've moved around Teso and I've noticed most of the quarrying areas where you see some rocks, if you look around the surrounding areas, you find that actually all the trees are being cut. Simply because they use firewood to burn the rocks, to loosen them so that they can easily be able to break them and make them make them smaller pieces. So maybe my ask from National Authority, are we able to identify such kind of key danger areas and be able to do a lot of massive sensitization and maybe going out for special programs for those areas? Because most of these areas, if you look at them, you'll notice that all the population of this area, all they are doing is to cut trees, and they're using the trees or the firewood to soften the stones, and then they're making a living out of the stones. But what more sustainability can we be able to do? Maybe something specific targeting these areas so that we're able to preserve and then last one, maybe for me, on the side of Equity Bank, under the social arm of Equity, we believe in giving back to the community. And frankly speaking, when you walked into my office the other day, one of the things, Miss Shira, when you walked in together with the CEO, one of the things that was running into my mind is, how best can we give back to the society? And I think there are so many institutions that would want to do this, but maybe they're waiting for somebody who is going to trigger them. Okay? So my thinking is, can we do more triggering? Can we visit more of these institutions? Can we talk to the individuals? Because as for me and Brenda, we gave ourselves a challenge. We say we're going to support more in the area of tree planting. And we want to see if you can put aside some money. We may not have the trees, but you can put aside some little money and be able to purchase trees or facilitate the activity as a give back to society. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry to come back, but one of the ideas was posted to NFA, and by bringing me back, you give me an opportunity of thanking Professor, because all their products are based on what we love most. Yes. You people, that trees have the best. Because you have seen me giving a testimony how was it for Jenna Moss, how it worked for her. We need these things whereby they show you this tree, we got this medicine, and it really works. Herbs do wonders. Then back to you, manager. I would like to ask me and you, me Nazifa, and you manager, NFA and Equity, to go for that. Are you free tomorrow? But tomorrow being a public holiday, I want us to arrange next week, because me personally, I love actions than words. Because one, NFA would wish to reach those quarrying places, but when you bring in budget, what, things sometimes they are limited, But now you are bringing a point which is passionate. It is you now. You and me want. Can we do it next week? Because I'm so sure those quarrying places, and we talk to all the quarrying team. That's one. Two, we support them with the trees. Then three, we can get them beehives. There are many things you can give them to motivate them. I I need a confirmation before we leave here. Actually, maybe take your number. Because first of all, it is from his heart. That can we talk to those people that this is very dangerous. Actually, if you visit where they do from, it's really terrible. But if we help and talk to those people, we separate them with the required trees or some materials. They cannot just, those people just lack information. Thank you very much. Miss Tourism in July, the final, they will fight this. This is NF and equity. Trees for life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening in to this dialogue that we could spend the whole day here talking about. Thank you for paying attention. I would like to invite the MC to come and share with us the last program.
A big and mighty round of applause to our brilliant panelists who just heard and witnessed and learned and digested whatever they have shared with us. I want to add a simple voice in what they have shared with us, and this is in line with implementation science. In my area of practice, beginning the town. My name is Emmanuel Otin Elaborate, and I have been your host throughout, and I believe through the journey of Miss Tourism, I will continue to be your host. And thank you all for staying with me and continuing to love Miss Tourism. Let me invite then Professor Ogwan with that song, please.
The organizers of Miss Tourism Uganda and for today Miss Tourism Teso, the director and the CEO, the king and queen, who are our great ambassadors, the sponsors from various organizations. I have equity. I was going to move away my general post account from equity, but when I saw you support this function, I said now to stay there. Pepsi, thank you for coming and for supporting. You know, Pepsi was first invented by pharmacists like me. The person who first invented Pepsi drink was that a pharmacist also, including Coca-Cola. I used to drink a lot of Pepsi until I think I got tired of it, and I'm going to resume. The Lions Club, I'm happy to see you look like me. I've been invited to many clubs that I wanted to join them, but I'm not doing it up to now. I get an invitation, but I'm not doing it like Lions Club. So she has been convinced me that I should join Lions Club. The police, human security, give you thank you very much for staying with you all this time. Spokesperson, and all our club and partners, thank you very much. Myself as a man, I work for the one party. I work in general business as chairman, director, and I also work in the university, technology as a professor there. I am happy to have met Sheila and Ogeona and Miss Tourism Teso, I think last year, but one. when I saw their message and commitment, I felt they were genuine to start and work with. Because I have seen many people come, organize function just to make money and disappear and do nothing. There was a run here, I think in 2021, the factories will raise money. I asked them recently that how many things do you plant? No regulars. But I sent a report of activities. I don't want a report of activity, I want how many things they are planted. But with tourism in Teso, despite their limitations, they do something. They do something. You can see. They planted trees under our help in schools. I went to my school for them and I saw the trees, the mangoes and others. I was happy. You know, Sheila and husband have love for planting trees, genuinely. Because last year, together they managed to plant 90,000 trees. But if you ask how much they benefit, almost nothing has to be needed. Well, they don't bring money for transport to hire a vehicle and without allowing it, but they will go and take the trip to Mora, to Serenity, minutes from their hearts, they're not looking for money. Such people are dealing to work with. Actually, we could have planted 100,000 trees last year, but some friend of ours from Amudia ate money for 10,000 trees. We had not planned those at 10,000 trees, but this friend of ours ate the money. Now, we will talk about planting trees, which is good. But we in Teso, we like planting trees, not planting. I brought some gentleman from Kabale to do for me some work in our village in Kabati. And he said, but Professor Kwan, I saw your brother starting a mango tree. I asked him, who planted this tree? He said, our mothers. Then he asked him, have you planted any mango tree? He said, no. So why are you planting this one? Why you plant what you are not planting? Here we cut without planting. I wish we could bring a policy before you plant a tree, you must plant another one. District authorities. Once I have planted trees, I've already planted 15 acres in Akakai here. I go down Akakai recently, and I planted 15 acres of trees. I want to plant more 10 acres around Akakai. If I have 25, it's already 25 acres would be good for me. But I'm planting trees because it's beneficial, not just for climate change. If you talk about climate change, nobody will listen. You tell them they're going to earn money from planting it, they will plant. Now for me, all going well, the 25 acres I've planted will earn me like 1.5 billion, 5 years time. Yes, if the general business grows, the demand for us increase, those 25 acres will earn 1.5 billion every year. You'll be coming to me for donations. 5 years from now. So trees have value. Not just planting, but you can get money from trees. This year's theme is bringing Uganda, not bringing tourism. So bringing tourism. Now, I think the president mentioned that tourism will bring us money. 1.4 million by 2012. And it's true, if God is out there, you find that many young girls who are doing cleaning, cooking, and so on. That is jobs for them. But why are they there? Because tourists come and sleep there. I'm not a tourist. Isn't it? Yeah, when I come and sleep, I'm a tourist. I'm not in my house. Now, for tourists to increase in Uganda, we must increase the beauty of Uganda. Uganda is very beautiful, but must increase the what? The beauty. And one way is to plant trees. When you plant trees, the place becomes beautiful. You go to Kalahari, they are planted everywhere with trees, and it's beautiful. You come to Teso, you can see from here to Abuja, without using any environmental. When you plant trees and the place becomes green, it is cool. Butterflies come back, birds come back. animals come back. Then two others come looking for butterfly, which are rare. And they'll sleep in the hotel, they'll eat food, they'll buy things and go back. And Teso grows economically. Now, for me, I love trees because trees earn me money, as I say. Our products are from trees, they are called phytomedicines or herbs, they are from trees. 100% nature. And I'm happy because trees, medicine from trees and make people happy. I don't use modern medicine. No, 99% of my medicines are plants. And I'm happy with them because I have no side effects from them. Once in a while, my wife forces me to take the other one. But I always say I don't want it. Because first, it's a medical doctor also. But I'm convinced that now all our children use our medicine for cough, for flu, that's what she gives. And I'm sure that there is no harmful effect at the end of it. So, I want to encourage us, as people from Teso, to take tree planting seriously. Because when a place becomes hot, good things go away. Isn't it? Yeah, even good things will go away. Nobody will keep coming to this place. And that's not good for us. Now, Teso is a blessed place. I think you all know, they say we are the best English speakers in Uganda, isn't it? In fact, they say Uganda is number 2 in Africa, Nigeria is number 1. But in Uganda, Teso was number 1. Uganda is number 2 because of Teso people speaking English. Teso are intelligent people, beautiful people. But we have one problem. Organizing ourselves and presenting ourselves properly. We are very poor. You know, people think they are bright. They don't do other things. They think their brain is enough. And they end up missing on many things. We must organize ourselves, train ourselves, and present ourselves correctly. And that's what makes me happy with Mr. in Teso. When I first attended the function last year, I was so happy with the way that groomed these ladies and gentlemen to present themselves. So the first thing you show them is how you present yourself. Whether interviews, whatever it is, how do you present yourself? How do you talk? So these ladies were well trained how to present themselves. You know, these ladies are beautiful, but they don't know how to present themselves. Others know how to shake their bums, others don't know. Others know how to pose when they are talking, show you some part of some places. You know, speech is good, but we do not do it. So I think this training is very good to groom these ladies so that they can be presentable. Also cooking. Men love nice food. I eat food that my wife prepares when it's nice. I feel happy. So when it's able to prepare a bowl, that's good for their market as well. So I want to encourage the team of Mr. Teso that I think this is now your 5th year, 4th year, but probably like 2nd year because of COVID. Very few organizations last beyond 2 years in Uganda. Now that they have lasted 4 years, it means you're organized. You know what you're doing. And I can assure you 10 years from now, you'll become the brand. Not just in Teso, but in all of Uganda. Maybe because you're not really focusing on the beauty of the Teso only, but look at other things that benefit the world, like planting trees and many other things. I think you went to Nairobi before. That training, because they show your project for planting trees. Now it means you're touching people beyond Teso. So as NAB Limited and myself will continue to support this function. Even if they have come with some money for you, I'll not give you because of money, but I'll put some money for you to cover this day. And we'll also support the next function in July that's coming, because it's good for us. I know we have sat here for long, and I want to end by saying, I think I want to echo what the President of Diamond Club said. We need, someone talked about, someone, I think you met somebody at the gate who said that she was not invited. Please, let's write as many letters as possible. To invite people, don't select. Invite as many as possible, like Jesus invited everyone, but a few came. So let us invite everybody. So that nobody says that I was not invited. And just coming along is a booster for us. Whether they come and drink water or do something, that's good enough for us. So I want to pray that the next one of next year, invite everybody from, I'm going to send a letter. That's what we're going to do. Everyone let them come. So I want to challenge us as I end. I don't know how many of us here have 1 acre of a tree. By show of hands, how many? So only 5. So you can see, we are here talking without fire. Can we begin by planting trees ourselves? And I want to thank the lady of NFA. I've been hearing about you. I wish I could take you out. This place is very good. Very, very good. I've had stories from you, from Sheila. You gave us trees. I know this year you didn't have enough budget, but we're going to have more trees. So I want to thank my man who gave us. We planted them. So thank you for being good to people of Teso. Are you from Teso? You can imagine, she's not from Teso, but there are people who are not good to tell from Teso. But first is good, so thank you very much for that. I want to thank the police everywhere. Last time when we planted trees at the municipal garden, they were there. Planting with us. And of course, I never stopped thanking the president of Uganda. Obama would have not showed up himself if he had not supported me that time in 2021. People wanted to crush my neck. In fact, somebody told me that they are trying to cut off my neck. A minister told me that, well, this is trying to cut off your neck, be careful. But because the president stood up and spoke, everyone what? Backed off. So I thank you very much for being bold, because many presidents of the world fear challenging America, WHO, but he was bold. When he saw that God was helping people, he came and supported it. And he talks about it freely, when in America or in Uganda, he talks about which is good for us as a country. So I thank you very much for that. With that, I want to bring this function to an end. This one, by the next one is started. I came on this because I wanted to clean Soroti. So I hope I don't look for cameras and it is together. Please don't run away. Maybe only to eat them together and then we're going to move the cameras. Thank you very much. We have a blessed time.
Thank you very much for such wise counsel and address you have just given us, Professor. And your commitments towards supporting the tourism Teso and greening our environment, greening tourism, surely is not taken for granted. Thank you again. And now we have come to almost the finish line of our engagement. I want to appreciate each one of you for being with us this long, but allow me again, as then I conclude everything, to make mention of our partners and thank you all from our dear hearts. I want to thank General Herbals one more time. Thank you so much. Nile Breweries, thank you very much. Pepsi, thank you Pepsi for even bringing a new brand, Aquafina. I'm sure it's one of my next favorite water that I will be taking moving forward. Thank you Softly Hotel for hosting us. Thank you TBS, Equity, thank you, and also thank you for walking the talk. You made it happen for Equi Incentives. Thank you so much, Darling, who is absent but has always been with us. Superlof, Roofings, UTB, NFA, thank you for continuing to support us, Lions Club. Thank you, Soroti Mission, Stellar Awards, which will host our grand finale in July. Thank you very much for accommodating us. Mola Entertainments, our consultants, but also people who work with Teso Vibes, who have always covered our events. And then we want to thank the police of East Kyoga. Thank you very much. And the two DPCs who are supporting us in all sides. Thank you, our local government and our politicians for engaging us. At this very moment, I want to bring it to the very end. I know it has been a lengthy one, but also I believe it has been a productive one and very fruitful. we have one item that I want to request each one of us to participate in, and that is the item of taking a group photo. The media team will guide us on how that will go up, and after that, I want us to interact with one another as we depart. Please don't rush to go home, because Professor, you have your brother who has been representing you, and I'm sure he has more testimonies to give. So I believe after this we will catch up with one another. So DJ, you give us that nice sound as we reorganize ourselves. I am coming to that a little bit. The cleaning event, we're going to have it in this way. After our group photo, we're going to be joined by another team, which will be the students from SS and I think Municipal. They will also join us, and we will then have a roadmap.
Sategari anapita kamera keda Miss Tourism ko Teso ko Uganda muri ariti Teso anatari Teso kere keda ikumama ida kere solo lo yaso keda harapan no policy ko kidenchoga jela pape. Your name please?
I am SP Agecha Oscar Gregory as usual. Yes, the spokesperson for his children.
Yes. So actually, we would like to know really how you feel about Miss Tourism. What are those things that tips for you to add? About the beauty about the president. What has impacted yourself? How do you see about it?
You know, when we look at Miss Tourism, it's not only Miss Tourism. It is a lot of aspects that go with Miss Tourism. For example, promotion of the arts. Cultural inclusivity, because this basically promotes the culture and tradition of the artists. So as with the Uganda Police Force, it is our mandate to promote culture and this cultural institution. So we have come on board to make sure we promote the same, and if there are any biases, to make sure those biases are removed. For example, when you have a Professor Guang here, when you have the institution of the Police Force here, and some leaders come on board. You have had Lions Club who have been around. That improves the image of the institution. That's why we promote this. This is a government program because this is Miss Tourism Teso, from Miss Tourism Uganda. It has cascaded from up downwards. So as we as an institution of government, we are mandated and we are happy to do it. We are happy to be part of this. We are okay.
So what would you like to give the public?
I would like to the participants who want to apply, and the ones who qualify, please apply, and let's promote Teso, let's promote our culture.
Professor Wang.
I would love to get that photo. Hello.
Excuse me.
Okay. Wait. start.
So pekana jaso kada professor wa ipo jeno ka pemuroni na pio tuti no waila ukiani na so ikenu egelegela okawange na jiso kerebe na diara de kana covid oboso pedaso mane kenya ta covidex leda apotungu so matami do project ya utu ayala alimor ajena so Mr. Professor Gwang so ko akutwa wa jadi to na teke ko jano ni so munya kibaya datia na nama
So for them, Professor Gwang Patrick, Jelo Losone, media launch. Aranwa ainana kwa jenu, yego jaja sama ne. Lala pak na historia in Teso. Checking to abe, jaja right to Teso. Na misori kama mamerai company lo Malayan Kenya datanya ba Malayan ma rai program chana ni kwa kushiriki kabisa hapa ajene ponelo esoma ngorone job akwa kapa rai kito kapa ajene po nyama lo teso no job bala epo mare ara chabe pa job kede anana kwa bajeni beteso tulo teso la tumo just kede agriculture ara ibone rai ni so agara ukala tubori kosa ke agade rai no teso kala tubori na kosa ratu to na kwa teso na kwa tata right of this teso so bina kabla bila saya ndani tu aja utobele alili na kwa nje ite kama mwana no tuone kitu
some rooms please so that we can
mama ndiye right kwa hiyo mimi kale era
so la polo ke jiche ura ko ajenu berebe jawa so ko ta ta ko ne itila kina so kada ko na kasi no ngake no why na kabela so whereby you find that this affects the particular so and the things moving up to the village area had there no possibilities whereby we could store these factors that are manufactured and they start manufacturing factors like whereby they decompose by themselves is there any way to do that because pressure is the thing
it starts from Gamakon. Areke jadama mani praga chaka na borota. Nina ko chaka no borota. Plus boro chaka no borota. Koni ige on to change the mindset Adam. Change Adam le. Itinga kawera ai ya kawera ni gwe no that's ara chwe kawera ni. Meja chaka ni all over the place. So I think we cannot stop manufacture of covering in Uganda because the policy of government policy. And then we can prevent throw it anywhere. So we must educate ourselves, must use our mind. I don't think America, China, Germany, they don't talk about it anyhow.
Okay, Alamano.
Yes.
Alamano. So we have Nepal Hotel Miss Tourism. Hotel so toka sajenu nipuke that sebe nunye bera tupakinalo lo ajalo ategalo Miss Tourism Teso lairo sofrin woni ko sajenu atle sumbo no do bera agaro shoot ano abobo na agaro so we have name ekeke nyasi kwafe please introduce yourself.
Kakiro nyaraitengo anyu Jessica alomtengo 10 but I'm married in Ngora Tili.
So sila unko just kupana kapana kile kupana na kwa nyesa ndio kama kana tayari kana wewe alright chakwaja teke what is all this about genjo amtuna miss kusakira ndo baka Miss Tourism mama jini the ninyo very what's the meaning of all this?
Miss Tourism is our pageant. Happy to man Teso and the Kumam. It is a thing that is supposed to unify and put us together. Narai, you know, happiness is what brings us together. Functions bring us together. Yes, let's not only be gathering for problems. So this is one of those arenas where we bring people together in a way that is happy, in a way that we are showcasing the culture of the Teso. Who are the Teso? Who are the Kumam? How is our culture and heritage? We have the same culture. We may have a difference in the dialect, but the whole Teso article, we have the same values. That is why Miss Tourism is here, to promote culture, to promote businesses, to promote our economic development, for the beauty.
So actually today is all about the launching. So when are we expecting the Asewa Jekbo I think couple of Nara you are that to there for around the second Kawanina. So when we get idea global idea. And we put a shanguni
so we've done auditions. We are closing tomorrow. Auditions is where we select artists who are going to represent this. And the ones who are going to contest from here. Then from there we shall choose the 3 who will represent us in this tourism in Uganda. So far we've done launch. We shall have bootcamp, we shall have online. After online, then we shall have physical, where they come here, we train them how to walk, how to talk about the history of the Teso, our heritage, and for them to be able to perform and present, then we will choose the best. So they are all good by
so everybody put away so much so couple Miss Tourism because what people are looking at
we teach the girls culture, heritage, business, career guidance, financial management and growth. We teach them a lot of things, medicine, health, climate change, and all those other aspects to make them better, all-rounded. We bring you and get the best out of you as an individual. Yeah, so that is what we do. Empowering girls, bringing the best out of them, improving them, yeah, without changing their personality.
Okay, what do you practical? Now you are looking at I feel like I'm like a Miss Tourism, I will miss you, and I will miss you. It's very like yeah. So we pay a snake a young can look away now. In fact, I don't talent and you just look at me. So you pay a little can now, the Rocky Borough, Ramera, Mokora, and Muyain. So that's a way I take care of it.
As you said, tourism, you can see from the example of the girls, the queens who have been through Miss Tourism. Like today, you saw one of them has traversed nations. She has visited different countries, dialoguing, all because she learned the skills from Miss Tourism. We have girls who are working in different countries because of the CV from Miss Tourism. So myself, I'm a product of Miss Tourism. So today, I am here and I'm being able to impact my community. So it is not about beauty, it's about empowerment. We're not here to model. That's why that is the last thing we do. Yeah? We do trainings, like today we've had a dialogue on climate change, we are going to clean Sorority City. We have very many stakeholders who can support these young girls. It's a platform to network and better.
So apart from here for the city, which other places do you tend to visit?
We shall visit at least all the districts in Teso. May not be this month, but we shall visit every district in Teso.
Okay, the last message you can give to the government.
We love you and we call upon you to support us. Please empower these girls. These are the future of Teso, the mothers of Teso. When you empower a woman, you empower a nation.
from there. Just do it from the other side. Eh?
Which side?
The other side of the sun. Eh? Sa waje na. Na raja waje. Amma me just equations kada asas. Just equations kada asas.
This was a fountain, a water fountain. Yes. So, yeah, you are the cadeira. No. So what are we going to do?